Hi, Pamela. Yes, those last couple of repetitions, yeah, they look great. So yes, let's keep on working based on those. That's awesome. And really great that you were able to do a little self-assessment and see that the first couple of repetitions were not quite as on point for in terms of position. So that kind of thing too, like, is really important for the learning process, that you're able to do a little bit of that, because it tells that you're beginning to understand how the 7 handling elements come together in the technique. So that's great. All right, so reverse spin on the tunnel. Yes, I think probably you can do that one a little bit sooner so that he can really see it complete before he goes in. I think he sees the start of it. So handling on the tunnel is the same timing as handling on a jump, that we want it done before the dog actually enters the tunnel. So I think he's about to go in and beginning to see you do it, but it's really finished when he's in there, so he can't really see it. And that might be why you feel like you have to call him a little bit more. And if that reverse spin is finished sooner, you're here earlier, which then will allow you to get into the position. Now, still, it was okay. Like, you could see that he did shape his line a little bit. But there he had to do quite a bit more correcting on that landing in order to get onto the correct line. So it was a good start, though. But yeah, you're right. Like, you can, your position can be a little bit deeper, and the rhythm change done a little bit sooner. And also make sure you can see him. But still a good start. And also mention too, to be sure your toes are pointed at the takeoff, at where he would actually take off from in a Vset. As well, toes and chest laser should be there. But yeah, you're right. The later couple of reps are super strong compared to those, so that's really great. All right, so again, reverse spin finished a little bit later than I would like to see. So like a stride before he goes into the tunnel, if he sees that it's done, he will know even more where he needs to go coming out. All right, so here, yep, trying to cover a bit more of the bar. There's a little bit of shaping. I think we could use a bit more connection too. And that will be easier if you are remembering also to point your toes and your chest laser toward where you want him to take off from. Okay, so your toes and chest are kind of toward the landing. So that makes it hard to see the dog. And also harder to get the shaped approach that you want, because you have to really work to then try to cover the bar, where, like, I think with this much coverage, but a little bit of rotation of your body, that you probably get the Vset that you're really looking for. But good job leaving on time, so when he starts to lift, that's when you want to go. So really good on that one. And again, you got a little bit of shaping, but I think we can see again that he had to work pretty hard on the landing to get to the correct line, where we would want to see that change happens on the takeoff. Yeah. Good. So here you can see a really nicely shaped approach line there. And so he landed perfectly on the line to the tunnel. So that's absolutely what we're looking for. And really, what a huge difference. So really cool. Now, I might still make a couple of suggestions for this, but yes, really nice, like, coverage of the bar, looking at him, and you can see how much there, like, he shaped the takeoff. So this is, I think, absolutely the right position. Yeah, so he was exactly on the line to the tunnel. Super good. Still, we can maybe turn your toes a little bit more towards his takeoff. And one thing that comes to mind too, because oftentimes when getting into position for something like a Vset, depends on what happens on the previous obstacle. So again, not how fast you can run, but how early you can leave is a thing we say all the time. So if he's committed to the tunnel, do you need to be this... do you need to go this deep to commit him? And then also, do you need to run parallel to the tunnel? Or is it possible that from here, you can already just go diagonal towards the, rather than going along the line of the tunnel? Or maybe just part way so that he still sees some motion from you as he's coming out, rather than just getting here and being in position. But maybe that you don't need to be all the way here. We'll just make it a little bit easier that you can get to that that Vset position maybe just a shade sooner, which also means, like, it just will feel a little bit easier probably, because here it seems like you have to do a lot of pulling with your shoulder, where if you're just already there and have made the rhythm change, because that, I think, is maybe the next thing I really want to see from you is that you're able to get here so that he sees the rhythm change a little sooner. Okay, because I think a lot of the shaping we're getting is because of your position, but I think we can make it feel easier if you're there a stride sooner, in the position, and your toes are towards this takeoff, and you have an opportunity to do the rhythm change. Because I think then he'll still come into you, you'll still get that nicely shaped line, but it will feel easier. But this is perfect exit line. And you can tell because he landed looking at the tunnel like he knew it's that. And so that's really what we're looking for, is that like we're making course reading really easy for the dog, that they just know where they're going on exit of the obstacle. And that is great. Super nice. Yeah, good. So there you had more time to do the rhythm change. Still you got nicely shaped approach line and takeoff point. And again, he landed exactly on the line because you didn't have to, there was no correction strides. He just was right there facing the next correct obstacle. So this one is even better. Yeah, and there you a little bit less of following the line of the tunnel does allow you to get ahead a bit more. Keep your dog side leg forward, but this connection is awesome. Rhythm change, yes, and you see how much more closer he comes into you because there was a more of a rhythm change on this one than the previous one. So you were able to give more slow down cues, basically a pause in your motion, and he comes into you even closer, and now your timing on leaving is perfect and the line is perfect. Awesome. I love it. Great work. Yeah, so let's keep working on it because I think you can try some other lines that you'd like to work on, maybe like some more challenging, like deeper lines. And then let's also, if you want to do, I don't know if you have done yet, reverse Vset. Now that you have this one, so really, really great, and like really cool to see how like in this video that each repetition was progressively better, and then the last one was like super, super good. I think still just remember toes should be towards the takeoff that you intend for him to take off from, and chest laser there too, but that's the only detail. So the rest of it is really, really great. Awesome job. If you have questions, let me know. If you liked any of this feedback, please feel free to post it on social media, a snippet of it if you'd like, because it really does help us get the word out for all the really cool stuff that we are doing together here on the website. And I will see you in your next video. Great job.